Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly, friendly shop steward today, because today we're carrying on with our ongoing campaign, playing Pathfinder, or Paizo Publishing's outstanding fantasy RPG, Pathfinder 2nd Edition, the remastered edition. And we are using that to play a campaign set in our own custom setting of the Spires of Paridar, a setting of occult conspiracy, class disparity, and industrial progress. And with me today are the stars of our Spires of Paridar campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing? First up, we've got Darren.
Hello there. Yeah, I'm playing Dr. Adam Ersprung, who is created Flesh Warp, and currently missing his trusty sidekick Igor.
That's so. What have you done a breakdown of how often he is without his trusty sidekick?
Yes, fairly often. Fairly often. Yeah.
Okay. You know, some might say that's an irresponsible owner, but I wouldn't say that necessarily. But
I wouldn't either.
Yeah. Next up is James.
Right. I'm James. I'm playing Sally Jumer, the ancient scale Azarthaketi monk detective.
Very nice. Next up is Ingolf.
Hi, I'm Ingolf. I'm playing Basil Rathbone, who's an Isoki detective in captivity right now.
Nice. Okay, I mean, not nice that you're in captivity, but nice that you are a Isoki detective. And last, but certainly not least, is Sean.
Hey, I'm playing Golag, son of Doc. He is an orc witch detective.
Nice. So, guys, last session was a bit of a, and I'm trying to tell them, a session of limited agency on the part of our heroes. So, what happened last time? I think I've got at least one visual aid that should prompt some kind of emotional response.
Yeah, I think Golag and Sally were the main sort of stars of the show last week, and probably had the most input and interaction.
Yep. So I guess Sally took the message from Durkish to Golag's dad that we're off to collect these flowers that would allow him to transfer between worlds, as it were. And I had the discussion with Golag's dad around the history of it and, possible approaches. And so it seems that we have to head ourselves across to the other world and try and put an end to this whole thing ourselves, get our hands dirty. It's the short and sweet version.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you guys recall?
Well, we tried to escape. We had a plan. We had all the things in motion. But then when finally everything was coming together, they were just coming back. So
it's a very optimistic memory that Basil has. I did happen to rewatch the second half of the session, and it's a interesting description of it.
We were seconds away from escape, if I remember rightly.
Yeah. That's exactly. I mean, basically we had already escaped, but then that's.
Yep. That's that is definitely one perspective on it. You did fortunately feed some rats, so there was that.
Yeah. So we promised them more food, so we have to come back at some point. That's a very important thing.
Yeah. So then we ended with a bit of a cliffhanger reveal with both Durgosh and Sally coming back to collect our the captive illuminators. But I'd like to back us up to start today's session just a little bit with Sally arriving at the rendezvous point at that what do you call it? The bungalow, or the... No, it wasn't a bungalow because it was multiple level. The house where you guys had faced Durgosh and his undead minions, and you... And I guess Miss Carrington, or Mrs. Carrington, was murdered. So, Sally, were you just waiting to be notified? That was supposed to be the rendezvous point for you. But are you going inside? Are you waiting outside? Are you just being conspicuous in the street? Do you investigate?
Yeah, just be conspicuous in the street, I guess.
Okay.
I'm supposed to get picked up.
Okay. So it is a... what appears... Oh, sorry. Excuse me. My goodness.
Bless you.
Thank you. What appears in... I think the... You're looking around, you know, in the street, looking for whatever the sign might be. And when... You may recall there was like a veranda over the front of that house. And it affords a little bit of reflective quality to the windows. Those filthy windows that are on the outside of it. And what you find is there is a image that appears in one of them, almost as if Durgosh was standing in front of it. Because you cannot see anything on the other side, but there is a reflection. He is silent, but you can see him now as if he was standing with his back to you with his reflection looking out.
I guess I will advance and look for his attention.
Okay. If you approach, what you can see is it's as if he is looking at you. His eyes seem to match yours as you approach, and then he looks over your shoulder as if at something behind you.
All right, well, I guess I'll look behind myself as well.
Looking behind, you can see that there is a carriage rolling up.
All right. Then I shall head that way.
The curtains are drawn. Go ahead.
I'll head over that way in the assumption that it'll a place where it would be easy to alight.
Okay.
You know.
So you are, the coachman allows you inside, and you can see that they actually have curtains on the outside of the carriage. So there is a bit of imposed privacy as you are transported across the city. You travel for, you would guess, maybe a half hour, which means it's maybe a couple of neighborhoods over. And when your thing finally comes to a stop, and you're brought out, you can see that you have been delivered to some kind of wealthy estate within the city. But the kind of money that comes in Paridar only from old money or astronomical amounts of new money. This is the kind of estate that is inherited, not one that you necessarily acquire. Let me see if I can find a place for you. Oh, here we go. You can just use this, I guess. You ignore the creeping vines inside here. Actually, this is not really ideal for this. Let's just use...
Almost as we see, we had this fight once.
Yeah. That's where I learned the effectiveness of the, what was that fucking force bubble spell? That, yeah. Oh, let's use this here. So you were in within a walled area, so you are able to. You have a modicum of privacy here as well, and there are servants who help you down from the carriage. Someone will offer to take that white box that you're carrying.
So, oh yes, I'll hand that over.
Okay. They then, you see there is a man probably in his, he's probably in his like late 30s. So, you know, not young, but also not really old. And the way he is dressed, he strikes you as legacy money. There are things on his person, like a kerchief perhaps, or a tie pin that happens to have a specific crest that you've noticed on one or two of the exterior, on like placards on the exterior of this. He walks up and smiles at you. Miss Dumer. He has clean shaven. His hair is like kind of a dirty blonde and has a fullness to it that tells you that this is someone who spends a fair bit of time on his hair.
I know these people. Yes, indeed.
And he looks over. You have secured what was required. Forgive my manners. I do not believe we've ever formally been introduced. I am Lord Leander Teague. And he extends his hand to you.
I will extend my hand as well.
A pleasure to meet you, and one bound to the cause, eh?
Of course, of course. We must do what we must.
Indeed. The big picture, that's how I view it. The big picture, there are some unpleasantness and some difficulties at present, but all for the best, yes? The big picture.
Indeed. No eggs, no, can't make an omelette and all that.
Oh, well, rest assured, your eggs remain secured in our basement. We've had to make some impromptu modifications to hold them properly, but they are safe and they are in position. And well. And you, he looks you up and down. I do not wish to express poor manners, ma'am. But would you care for a change of clothing as well? You do seem to be, yours seem, they bespeak an active afternoon.
Oh, you know how it is. One does have, you know, I do tend to live an active lifestyle. We shouldn't worry about such fripperies. I'm good with what I have.
He stops because he's sort of been walking you towards the front door along this like gravel path. He stops and kind of holds himself and he says, "Madam, there is always time for proper presentation. Particularly when tasked with such an onerous and important task as we have before us." Eh?
Very well. It had better fit.
I trust you will find something. And he eyes you up and down in a way that probably would be appropriate for a like dressmaker or tailor. But you certainly do not enjoy the way that he has assessed your size. So he brings you inside as he's coming, and he says, "Were you successful in obtaining what our master wishes?"
I was indeed.
Good, good.
He will be happy.
Good, good. And we do so wish to keep him happy, do we not?
Indeedy. And everyone in the court.
Indeed. The change will be coming to Paridar. And there's a look in his eyes that you may have recognized among say, members of the Elder Order of the Endless Odyssey, or perhaps some of the followers of that renegade priest who was aligned with the Brimarak?
Indeed, all bonkers, all gonna die.
Then, our master mentioned you are in fact from one of the worlds that will see the veiled sun dawn upon it. Is that true?
I do understand, yes, indeed. Very exciting.
Indeed. What is your world like?
Wet. Beyond that, I'm a little hazy on the details.
He looks at you genuinely confused, like he doesn't quite understand why.
You may not have noticed, but memories of things outside this city go dim for most people. But no consequence.
Such is the grandeur of Paridar.
Something like that, indeed.
Yeah. He isn't being clever either. He genuinely seems to think like, oh yeah, you just mean it figuratively, not literally. So he, Lord Leander, will bring you in. All the trappings, like there's nothing in here to give you the indication that this guy is allied with this, bloody murderer that you had faced before. It looks to you like any other manor home and any other lord's staff. There is no effort to try and make things more shadowy or anything like that. There's fresh flowers in the foyer. It appears to be anything. And as he comes in, he pulls someone aside and says, Sally, would you kindly take Ms. Dumer here up to the wardrobe? I'm certain that you will be able to find something that will be... And he looks at you up and down in that very unsettling way once again. More befitting her form. And Sally kind of looks at you and looks at him and... Indeed, sir. This way, madam. She leads you upstairs. She leads you into a wardrobe, and it appears, when he says wardrobe, he doesn't mean one furniture unit. There is like an entire room full of options of women's clothing in here.
Well, this guy's obviously got some interesting hobbies himself.
There may be a reason he's allied with Turkosh. So Sally looks unsettling and she says, might I offer assistance in dressing, madam?
Yes, I want something not too restrictive. I do like to move quickly, in case one needs to dance, shall we say. I do like to dance vigorously.
And she sort of goes into the wardrobe, and I think she maybe brings back... One thing is quite obviously like a ball gown. The other thing is like what you would wear on a fox hunt.
I'm going with that.
Yeah, like women's jodhpurs and boots and the appropriate cap or the jacket and whatnot.
Oh no, definitely.
Okay.
Going hunting seems to fit the bill quite well.
Do you sport the cap as well, or bring it with you, or do you leave that behind?
That's going too far.
Okay. So, turns out she's whether it's Sally or whether Lord Leander has a type. Everything fits perfectly.
Such a painful death. That's great.
Good. She says, I'm pleased, madam. And please. And as she leads to the door opens, and what you find waiting in the hallway for you is Lord Leander and Durgosh. and his attire and demeanor is a marked contrast to everything else in this place. But the way that he is speaking to Lord Leander is like casually chatting with him the same way that he was with you. And then when you step out, he looks over. Durgosh seems, if he's impressed or whatever, there's not really a reaction. But Lord Leander, he laughs. Of course. Hunting. I see. A wise choice, ma'am. Do you approve, my master? And Durgosh looks at her. Indeed. You brought the blooms.
I did indeed. The blooms are in that box over there. Which I assume is somewhere in there.
Teague, we must speak. Leave us. And Lord Leander says, you might speak in the wardrobe, master. And whatever you require, simply send for me. He bows. He looks at you, gives you a very unsettling smile. There's absolutely no warmth in it whatsoever. Bows, and then he walks away. Durgosh will step in and kind of like, if you do not join him in the wardrobe, he'll put his hand on your shoulder or on your arm and kind of bring you in and close the door. And he says, does he live? Durgosh.
He does.
I left a lingering.
Quite a resilient type.
He has proven difficult to kill in the past. A stubborn clinging to life. I had left a lingering poison in him. I hoped it would burn him from the inside out. And he's studying your eyes as if to say see if you were telling the truth.
Yeah, we can't always get what we want.
The patient can. And what did he tell you? What did you say to secure these blooms?
I explained that you had his son, and that this was the price of the trade. And while he did not really hesitate too long.
A coward. He asked nothing of you or me.
He asked of you, but there was not so much I could tell. He seemed to recognize you, I think, but I don't think he wanted to share.
You were not followed.
No.
You brought no secrets, no ways to find, for him to find us.
No. I obtained the blooms, the box. As you saw, the clothes I came in, no less, were replaced, so...
There's a twinkle in his eyes as if to say, like, yeah, they were. When we arrive, the blooms will bring us to a place Durgosh knows, that Doc knows. I know not where. We may need travel in difficult circumstances for some time.
I should have chosen the ball gown then.
I know an invocation that can expedite our travel, but I will need time to prepare.
Very well.
If we arrive somewhere where we are in peril, we must ensure our captives, remain alive, so that we may walk the shadowy path and bring them before the Sunslayer. Do this, and you will be favored by my master.
So how do you make that happen?
I need only time to prepare. A rest, one night's rest, and I will be prepared to bring them. What will you tell your friends?
Oh. That before they're released, that we need to make a trip to obtain the weapon that you seek, and then they'll be released.
You think they will believe your lie?
Oh, I think so. We have worked together a long time. And of course, they have limited choice.
Indeed. I would be inclined to kill one. To emphasize their compliance is necessary.
Well, I think if you do that, you make it clear that ultimately you would consider killing them all, and then they may feel they have nothing to lose. I think that would be a mistake.
You know them better than I. I will adopt your counsel. He turns and looks at you. What you do for a people you do not remember, but who are your true people. The glory of the veiled sun will dawn upon them.
Well, of course.
Then
We do what we need.
let us speak to your friends. We travel within the hour. So,
Okay.
Durgosh leads Sally downstairs, and that's sort of where we'll pick up from where we left from last time. What you guys would see is Sally is not dressed in the same, clothing that she was when she had the fight. She seems to have, she's wearing something in tweed. I'm not sure you've seen Sally in tweed before, but it's fetching.
Not going to see it again either.
So the door would be opened, and what would Sally see as she walks in?
I guess we are just unhappy, a little bit still roughed up. I mean, we are basically barely alive. I think that's...
Yep. Everyone gets a hero point, though, so, not nothing. It's right next door to nothing. It shares the same zip code with nothing, but it ain't nothing. Golag?
Yep.
Dr. Ursprung? Sally seems hale and hearty. Cleaned up, fresh clothing, and unshackled.
A bit of guarded curiosity, I suppose.
Durgosh sticks his head in and says to you all, listen to your companion. Listen, and you might yet live. He looks at you, Sally nods, and then closes the door.
What has transpired, Sally?
Well, in order to try and save you, I went to your father and told him what had happened, and that Durgosh wanted these blooms, and he was willing to provide them. He seems to know of Durgosh. He thought you were well hidden from everything in this shadow world, but evidently someone betrayed that information. Perhaps somebody who tutored you.
What condition is my father in?
He survives. He was able to talk.
Yeah, depending on how much you want to share, you may remember he's worse off than what you expected. He was under the care of 3 physicians when you walked in, and seemed like Sally may intentionally be soft selling it to Golag, but just you've had a vacation as well as 2 weeks time since the last time, so I just wanted to refresh your memory on that.
No. So he's not well, that is for sure. But he lives.
Hmm. And what is the arrangement exactly?
These blooms will apparently take Durgosh and ourselves to the Shadow Realm. So...
To the Orklands, right?
to the Aucklands, rather. Okay. But... So... problematic. But we will need to... make the most of it.
And what has he said his plan is once we're there?
I think he intends to hand you over to his master. No doubt for nefarious ends. And I'll sort of indicate, try and mime anyone listening in.
Do we all know that his master is also Golag's uncle? No, only Sally knows.
Only Sally knew.
Okay.
And for now, it's probably best that I don't share. One never knows who may be listening in.
I guess that's all the questions I have without more privacy.
I doubt there's anything to write on in here.
No, Basil has his thieves' tools on him now, brought by his rat companions. I'm not sure whether like scratching on the wall or on the plate or something like that might be.
Yeah, I could try. I could try that. I think that would be the thing. Is that Durgosh? Keep it to that. Of Durgosh's master is your uncle. And then scrub it out.
How does that hit Golag?
He absorbs it.
Okay.
With a pained, probably more physical pain, but sighs. And he's going to use a cantrip.
Okay.
And he mouths to Sally, "Does my father have a plan?" And you can respond briefly, James, if you wish.
All right. So
That goes directly to like my ear. That's a
yeah, these blooms will not take us where Dogosh thinks.
All right.
But
So if we are to travel, we need some healing, otherwise we will die along the way.
Indeed.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Yeah. So your new master must arrange for us to get a healing potion, I say to Sally.
indeed, you are too valuable for him to lose you at this point, I think. I will remind him.
Anything else you guys wish to discuss? With message, like, you can cast that as many times as you want per day, so if you guys want to discuss anything further in private, you certainly can do that.
I've had that cantrip forever, so it's kind of cool that it's finally here.
So I'll go and say the fact that Dogosh is coming up with some scheme if things do not work out on the other side, so we're going to need to be aware of that. I'm not sure what we can do about it, but forewarned is forearmed and all that. I think he realizes it could be an ambush or something.
Did he say, did Father say where exactly it would take us? These blooms?
It's been 2 weeks, but I don't recall.
He said that
He
it was...
explained it would be...
it would effectively be like no man's land. That's the way he described it.
So it gives us a chance. A fighting chance, as it were.
Did it seem like he'd been
disappointed?
Did it seem like he'd been in touch with Mother?
No.
One thing you may recall, Sally, is that Doc seemed to be under the impression that Golag's mother had no idea that he was alive, nor any idea where he was.
Okay, I'll share that bit on. I mean, that thing was that you were hidden away, so somebody has betrayed that. So I think your dad was thinking it was perhaps the tutor that was brought in to teach you your magics. Whoever that may have been. Maybe that'll ring a bell with you.
Do I have any memory of a tutor? No. Did you tell Father about Vesta King?
I know we were bouncing that around in the chat. I think I mentioned that I didn't take it up with her.
No, I think like out of character, Ingolf mentioned that like someone's communicating to Golag to become a king or become whatever the fuck it was to take the throne. That wasn't shared with Doc, so Doc also seems to be ignorant that something is speaking to him. Him being Golag here.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we so we'll appear in this out of the way place, and perhaps that gives us a chance, but also perhaps Mother's forces, or at least forces opposing the Sun King, to respond as well. It's a possibility.
Sunslayer.
Sunslayer.
I mean, you may be taking up arms against a French, monarch as well. I wouldn't disagree with that. It's going to be a bit of a campaign twist.
He has many plans.
James has been begging for a musketeer-based campaign, so.
Yeah.
Le Roi Soleil.
Yeah. So perhaps there'll be a response from locals.
Doc
well.
did share some his perspective on Golag's mother.
That she wasn't even slightly trustworthy.
I believe he compared that, given the choice between her and her brother Zorek, the Sunslayer, he would be hard-pressed to pick which one to trust. Whether that's good news you would want to share with Golag or not is up to you, Sally.
Oh, I think I'd go for that. Your parents got divorced for a reason.
Don't go there. Just don't
And
go
his
there.
name was Chet. Actually, his name was Mr. Harker, but we don't know about that yet. We don't know when he became Golag's mother's lover.
It would be difficult to, I would think, to have any possibility of a favorable outcome without an ally in Orklands. So the notion of trusting neither doesn't seem really realistic.
We'll play them both off against each other, I think, is possibly the way.
I guess. I mean, that's considering we're captives, that's giving us a lot of credit, but hopefully that sounds good.
Kill them all and let the gods sort it out.
Yeah, we'll see. I can't think of anything else. I will ask if anyone, I will facilitate if anyone else has any.
So the things that Sally discussed was what Durgash was looking for here in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
The seventh Sage of Sorrow, which is Sally now has two people suggesting that it's being held by the 9th Medical Corps. And you may remember that the 7 Sages of Sorrow are the heralds of the Grudge Butcher, the ending beast. Or beast of endings, I think.
So we're surrounded by good news on all sides.
Mm-hmm. Do you share that? Well, I mean, everyone was. Oh, I don't know if Golag was conscious for the agreement that you came to, because he did fucking knock Golag out again when he was asking about him becoming a weapon or something. I don't remember what it was, but do you share?
No, I'll share that.
Okay. So apparently, Sally's world is likewise of interest to Durgash's master. And he wishes Sally to be a herald to those people, to bring them to the Veiled Sun's cause. Free them from their gods, I believe.
So this guy's just a disaster all round.
He does also seem intent on bringing war to Paridar.
Did my father at any time mention the? Is it the Ministry of Internal Security? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that the?
Yeah, the men from Mist.
Did he mention them at any time?
I confess I'm confused by what we were discussing in chat and what we were actually saying in.
You did not out loud.
Apparently not. We did not.
No.
Because I mean, normally their involvement would be disquieting in most cases, but in this case, it seems like this is what they're for. So I'm just curious whether Father had brought them up, but.
The question is whether there is a Ministry of External Security as well, because this does not seem to be a concern of internal security so much any longer after we've gone with him.
Yeah, I mean, Durgash has been here, so, you know, if they had a clue, I would think they would be quite concerned if they're aware.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, I think that the 9th Medical Corps might be at least somehow involved with them, so we don't know what they gave off after we talked to Elizabeth's
Green?
whatever Green. Yeah, I was thinking Keen, but then I was thinking Blacklist, so that wasn't the name. So yeah, Elizabeth Green. So yeah, but I don't think they know very much at the moment. But I think they would be aware of the pictures or the portraits and so on. But
And obviously the murders, the public,
yeah.
and the missing corpses. Well, I don't know if there's anything left to discuss at this time.
Knowing that you got such easy use of it too, I'm assuming, Golag, that you would check in with Dr. Ursprung and Basil to see if there's any insight they have to offer as well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before, that I would facilitate if anyone has anything.
Okay, so then
add.
Dr. Ursprung, Basil?
And I will fill them in on my conversation with Sal.
So, I mean, we can hope, but what's keeping Durgash from just killing us when we get there and he sees that this is kind of a trap for him?
I guess, I mean, the only thing I can think of is my cooperation in some, whatever that means, whatever there is in store.
The good news is that Golag's probably okay. It's probably a bit ropey for Basil and Dr. Ursprung.
Okay, so he will only kill us.
Exactly.
How reassuring. So yeah.
Good news.
I
good
wanted
news for
to
you.
bolster your spirits.
Yeah.
I think that is falling on deaf ears. I think Adam's gone to a pretty dark place. I think he's almost switched off because he can't see any way out of this. You know, we're tied up. We're just getting like carried around as an offering. So he's not even really thinking about it. He's now thinking about little Adam. He's thinking about Cyrus. He's thinking about Betty and all the people that are sort of relying on him. And he's in a bit of a bad place sort of mentally. So he's sort of
Sullen.
he hasn't given up completely, but he's just sort of going through the motions at the moment. So
Where there's life, there's hope, Dr. Ursprung. Where there's life, there's hope.
yeah, he's just
By time.
yeah, he can't see it at the moment. So yeah, he's not being able to think straight and really add to it at the moment in the conversation.
You guys left his blindfold on, didn't you?
No, we didn't. Yeah, no. I mean, the interesting thing is, so I guess I'm also not in possession of this hag's ring anymore, because maybe they looted everything I had on me.
I'm trying to remember. They took everything off. You guys aren't in like loincloths, so why don't you give us a prestidigitation or thievery check, please?
Okay.
Basil. I'm assuming you keep that in a pretty special place, and I'm not trying to make a prison wallet joke here. Don't you have your pocket? Like, is that a ancestry feat now to have the storage pockets in your cheeks?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I think it is. And I'm not, I mean, I wouldn't take that into my mouth all the time. That would be...
Not after where it's been, I mean.
Right.
Okay. It's pretty good. Remember, I think the average is 24 for your level. Let's see. Yep, 24. So yeah, that's a pretty good one. I think it's on you still.
Okay, so I have a fallback plan if everything else fails. So, well, we'll try. We should not lose hope and just there will a way will present itself, I'm sure.
Do you care to share a bit more, Basil, of your plan B or plan Z?
Not at the moment. When the time is ripe, I will tell about it.
I see.
Okay. So with you as well, then, is if the door is opened, there are, well, like once you finish up and you knock on the door, I should say, is there anything else you guys wish to discuss before Sally knocks on the door to let Durgosh know that you guys are ready? Anna's curious as well.
I think we should somehow take our possessions with us, if possible, but I don't know if that's a little bit over the top. But I don't know if he believes that we're going to work for him at some point, so it might be good to have our items somewhere near, but I doubt that he's willing to do that.
Let me see.
You would think that she does this all day, and she really doesn't. Like, it's if I'm in the room or I'm working on something or whatnot, it's not constant yowling the way she does when we're playing games. But Sunday afternoons, my goodness.
Would you say I have my focus spells points back, Kevin?
No, because you need an opportunity to refocus. You have, I think you still have one focus point left.
I do.
Yeah, but no, like normally, as long as you've got like 20 minutes, you can refocus to get all your focus points back. But you have not had an opportunity to do that yet.
Okay.
Anything else, you guys?
Can't think of anything.
No? You're sealing your fates?
I mean, I could use it on life boost on someone if we think it's a good idea. We have time currently.
Life boost has just a verbal component?
Let's see, somatic.
Yeah, because your bound hands, you wouldn't be able to use a somatic component.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Okay. Miss Sally, you rap on the door, and when the door is opened, and there is a chest that is brought in, that is set down, and you can hear this, for the sounds of it, it's got metal of some kind within it. And Durgosh walks in as well. And you can see the chest itself has a bunch of sigils and markings and things. Like, clearly the manufacturer of the chest itself is Paridar. It has a steamer trunk look to it. And Golag, actually, anybody who's trained in occultism can go ahead and give us a roll.
Okay.
Also, everyone gets a hero point too. time she is a flying today. Okay. Nice. All of you. Great rolls, guys. All of you can recognize that the sigils that are on the outside of this that have clearly been carved into it, they all seem to be some kind of, not so much a binding spell in the sense of like binding a spirit or binding something in. It is like a sympathetic magic type spell, like something that will bind something so that when one thing is affected by a certain magical thing, this will likewise be affected. Given your pending journey, it's not unreasonable to assume that this has been bound to Durgosh so that when he travels, this chest and its contents are brought with him. So Durgosh walks in and he smirks. You can smell... There's like some kind of tea that they're bringing in. Hot water with steaming things, and there is a servant with a walnut tray with, or walnut wood tray with 5 glasses within it. And Durgosh, Lord Leander is with him as well. Durgosh says, "They understand, then."
They do.
He looks at you, Golag, and says, "No matter your value to the bitch queen, I would see you dead before you run free."
That notwithstanding, you told me this is an arduous journey. They had better be in a condition to make it.
You think your friend's too weak to survive?
They took a pounding from your multiple spells. Look at them. They need to be restored if you're to succeed.
He looks at them. He looks at you, Dr. Ersprung. You are a physiker.
I am a physician. I can heal my friends if you give me the opportunity, and I sort of wriggle.
He gestures to Leander, who then gestures to one of his servants who brings over keys. And Durgosh looks at you. You know they will be beyond your care. Should you try anything?
I just sort of nod and shrug my shoulders a bit.
He gestures to Teague again, who then gestures to his servant, who then unlocks your manacles. So you can give us medicine checks. You can choose to roll. You can choose to take 20 or take a 10 or whatever.
I shall. I'll roll for a 30 on each attempt to try and get a crit.
Okay. So who do you want to do first? You. Sally's full. So just you, Basil, and Golag.
I'll do myself last, so I'll do Basil first. So, yeah, that's a crit, so that's 48 plus 10, yeah. 48 plus 10.
33 back, nice.
And then I shall try Golag.
Nice.
So same again. 23. And then myself. So that'll only be...
Want to hero point then?
Yeah, I will do actually.
Nice.
That's about 27.
27.
Okay.
Durgosh says, "Is that better?"
It would be better to continue treatment, if you allow it.
I do not. The veiled sun awaits. He gestures to the servant who walks over and kind of like holds out the manacles. You are bigger than him, so he's not going to force the matter, but...
Yeah, I'll present my hands. I'll try and present them in a way that's more beneficial to myself. I might be able to still use my fingers or something in the future. I don't know, even put them in front of myself instead of behind my back.
Sure, yeah. You put your hand in front, and then the servant looks back at Leander, who then looks at Durgosh. Durgosh says, or just gestures his head. Leander does the same thing. The servant takes one of your hands and slowly tries to move it behind your back.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go along with it.
Okay.
I mean,
you're manacled up, and then you were sat down. Each of you then is instructed to take a seat. And I think, starting with Dr. Ursprung, Durgosh will gesture to the servant with the tray, and you can see there are, like I said, there's 5 piping hot kind of little teacups. He brings one to your mouth, and there is a acrid, almost like peppery licorice smell coming from the liquid. And he says, "Drink."
Yeah, I don't feel I've got any choice, so I'll drink it, but I'll try and sort of assess it in some way as I'm drinking it, if I can.
Yeah. You can give us a medicine check. Let's see if there's anything you can draw from the immediate reaction. Bold physician who takes medicine then figures out what it does.
Oh, I'm going to re-roll that.
Yeah.
It's terrible. That's not great.
Okay. What you can tell, there's whatever you're feeling, most definitely does not feel. It doesn't feel like a physiological reaction. Basil, you are next.
Yeah, and basically, I think I'm due as I'm told right now.
Okay. And Durgosh doesn't say anything, actually. You consume it, same thing. He then turns to you, Sally.
Is this necessary?
Do you wish to save your people?
Very well. I'll take that then.
And then finally, Golag.
Well, he's going to try to ascertain whether there's anything magical about it if he can.
I don't know how you'd go about doing that without detect magic.
Like, is he familiar with having to drink?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
something with
potions are.
With travel? Okay.
With travel? Not too sure. All sorts of varieties of potions. There's plenty of things, though, that are deliver their enchanted payload, as it were, through consumption.
Okay. Yeah, he'll drink it.
Okay. So each of you then, you see Durgosh do the same, and he sits himself on top of that steamer trunk and just watches and waits. And that is when your vision goes black. There is a sensation of falling. And I think you'll remain unconscious for about 5 minutes as we take our mid-session break. So, for those listening at home, we'll be back in about 5 minutes, and we'll see where our impromptu cocktail has taken our illuminators. So, for those listening at home, back in about 5 minutes.
What is it, you? What is it, you? You cheeky.
All right. Hey, everybody at home. Hope you are having a wonderful weekend and or long weekend if you are in North America. Oops, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Okay. And okay. All right. So I think 1 o'clock, if Dr. Ursprung, you can get 1 hero point back. You're the only one who isn't capped out right now.
Yep.
Okay. Whew. It's going to be 28 here today. We're really getting like a late summer, what do you call it, fall summer kind of thing here. My goodness. Which I guess, you know, it's so funny because on Wednesdays, it's like a lot, it's most, no, it's not, it's mostly Canadians actually. A lot of the games have so many Americans who have only the Fahrenheit frame of reference. 82 today, Sean.
Right on, right on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's going to be a scorcher. All right. Just waiting for Ms. Dumer to get back, unless, James, you...
Just refresh
the camera. It's funny, James. Until you leaned in, I didn't see how much sun you got.
Oh, that's probably just the light.
Oh, is it? Okay, you're looking a little red. Okay. So then, guys. James just got back from vacation. That's why I'm teasing him about it. First thing you guys can hear as your senses begin returning to you is Durgosh's voice from it sounds like he's not far away, but he's in another room, and his voice is echoing, as if traveling through a large chamber. And as you guys slowly begin to have your senses return to you... Oops, I'm not going to change the dynamic lighting. I should check the dynamic lighting, make sure you guys can see. Okay. This is, guys, what you wake up to. There are braziers burning. There are no windows leading out, but you guys can picture you, the four of you, and that steamer trunk, sealed and locked, are in the center of that kind of flat area ahead here. If you cast your eyes around, you can see that this is a massive and cavernous structure, but it is unclear whether it's just sealed, whether it is below the surface, or what. The voice you can hear calling out comes from down those stairs. If you go down these stairs, you can see it turns to the left. There seems to be a corridor that leads down, and Durgosh's frustrated voice has been coming from there. Sally, you are the only one not bound. What do you wish to do?
I guess I will have a look at, try and surreptitiously have a look at these bindings.
At the manacles?
How are they secured? Yeah.
I can't remember. Are you trained in thievery?
No, I have what you might call that. What's it called? Bear with me.
Kung Fu fighting?
That as well.
Right, so that... the reason I asked about training is because I believe to pick locks you need to have training in thievery. But let me double check that though. Actually, I shouldn't assume.
Yeah, because I think this is a change from in the remaster potentially.
Okay, let me take a look.
In the original one, it allowed you to do actions that needed you to be trained, but this looks like a different wording.
Okay. Let's see here. First, let me take a look at the skill
I
itself.
happened to be just be looking at it just before this game started.
You had to. Oh, you were looking it up. So
Yeah.
in the pre-master, it also allowed you to do untrained things.
Yeah.
Or do train things. Okay.
But
I mean,
this word looks different.
Yeah, I understand why they would make that change. That is a quite potent ability, especially as you level up. But let's take... all right, sweetie. I mean, Anna seems to be clearly on your side on this. She thinks that's bullshit that it changed, but...
Yeah, because I'm not sure how this would work then. You can't use it where you need to be trained. And what are these?
Because there's so many...
I suppose
there's a lot of things you can do without training. With them.
I guess deception or something might be.
Yeah, athletics,
that would
acrobatics.
work, yeah. Exactly. Gotcha.
Knowledge stuff, like just general knowledge from any of the arcana, occultism. So there's utility
So they
to it.
probably
It just,
narrowed it.
yeah. But let's see here. Okay, and then skills. Boy, I don't... It's funny because when I was prepping this morning, I was thinking, like, gosh, I don't spend enough time with the actual rulebooks for this particular game. Because there's, the combat's not as often in here, so I don't need to necessarily interrogate it. And we don't set up mini games or subsystems quite as often. Yeah, disabled device is a trained action. All right. So, then is there anything you'd like to try? I mean, if you do want to try and get them out, you can try and break the objects, or I presume Basil has told you that he has his...
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. I think I might just make sure that Basil's got easy access to his tools.
Okay. Anything the rest of you wish to do before... Durgash will be back momentarily. You can hear him coming down the corridor.
Yeah, well, I could at least try. I mean, I don't know how fast I will be. I can't see the locks. So.
Ooh, good point. So, let's see here.
Yeah, because I'm not going to be able to break you all out in that time.
Well, I don't mean to say that you necessarily...
Breaking will be very hard. Kung Fu's not going to break steel.
Yeah, it'll probably take a couple of successes, so... if you're not doing that, it does sound like he's coming back down. Durgosh comes back into the room and begins kind of stalking up towards you. And Golag, he is marching directly towards you. And unless you say or do anything, once he gets close to you, he sort of, however much you've tried to get yourself up, he kicks you once again to knock you down. And says, "Does your father wish you dead?" Oh, you're muted.
I'll just look at him.
Timon! Why has he sent you to the spawning depths?
I couldn't tell you. I wasn't there at that meeting.
You think yourself clever. And he's really agitated. Like, he's not his usual, or what you've met thus far of him just insulting you and trying to spare barbs. He's genuinely pissed off or scared or a combination of the two.
I'm not sure I understand what exactly the problem is, Durvash.
He grabs you and pulls you up and then kind of stalks you down the stairs. And he turns to you, Sally, and says, "Watch them!" He drags you down, Golag. And, Kev, are you using this as an excuse just to show off, bringing people to different pages? Well, I mean, I'm not doing that. Golag. This is what you see when you are brought to the end of the corridor. You see, these are the lands of the Surki.
Okay.
He looks
Who are
at
they?
you. You do not know your ignorance. For once, I envy it. Flesh-eating bugs your size. Intelligent hunters. Your father has put us in their lands.
Okay. Well, it's your caravan.
Yeah. Grabs you and drags you back with the others. Oop, not creating a folder. Oh boy. I tell you, oh wait. Can I do this? Nope. There you go. Oh. Goldleg is dragged back, cast down, and Durgosh gestures to you, Sally, and gestures for you to come over.
All right, so I'll head on over.
So, Goldleg, you would have an opportunity to whisper with the others if you choose to. He says, "That one's father has sent us into the depths, the squirming depths. The spawning depths, sorry.
So you know where we are. This is at least one good piece of news.
It is one of the few places I would wish less to be. We are deep underground in the territory of the Surki. Do you have Surki in your lands?
No, what is such a thing?
Carapace-covered bogmen.
Oh.
Flesh eaters. Enemies of all on the surface. These are their lands. They have hunting creatures through the air, through the earth, which hunt us, not just by scent, by sound.
Did you not foresee this?
The Surki are creatures. These were orc lands, seized by them when they swarmed from the depths, when they pollute the drifting islands. They are a plague. No sensible person would ally with them, let alone travel to these depths and risk them. They cannot be reasoned with. They cannot be bargained. They consume, that is all.
Then we had better find our way out of here quickly. Do you know a way?
I know not where we are, and I wish not to tarry. I know only to remove ourselves from these lands, we travel up. I must
But then
rest.
there's only the two of us can fight. So if we meet anything, we're in trouble.
Give us a diplomacy check, please. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Almost a crit. Let's see. Oh, you rolled an 18, so yeah, the guy's asking for a lot. Golag, Basil. So Basil, actually, because of your investigator kind of thing, I think it seems like Sally has started trying to say, like, look, we can't fight these things alone. I'm assuming you're eavesdropping here. If you want to try and aid another somehow here to get her that +1, that'll get her to a crit on this.
Yeah.
So what do you think you might say?
You see, I think our only way alive to reach anywhere out of here alive is if we stick together. So if we just, you could just kill us now and wait for your own death if you want to keep us manacled.
Why don't you give us a either bluff or diplomacy check? I could see either of those applying.
Yeah, okay. So I think bluff is something that is not here, maybe?
Or does not exist. You can make a skill check of something that doesn't exist.
Yeah, I might roll deception.
That's what I'm thinking of, deception. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So. That's a 27.
It was pretty great. I watched a little bit of that Shadowrun Anarchy stream that you had linked in Golf too, and there's a part too where the person who is demoing the game online for everyone to say is like, is that a skill in this game? I can't remember. Yeah, let's do that. It's like, yes. DM after my own heart. So yeah, that is enough. and he gestures at Golag. Well, he got a crit. I think he lets everybody out. So it likely says something about the peril you guys find yourself in. But then he very quickly follows it up with points at Golag, points at Dr. Ursprung. Those to carry the chests.
I wonder why he hasn't pointed at me.
You ever try to move a couch for someone who's not the same height as you? That's the reason why.
Who did he point at, Kevin?
Golag and Dr. Ursprung. So Sally has been given the leeway to release all three of you, but Dr. Ursprung and Golag, you're going to be carrying the chest for him.
All right.
While they were talking, did you message the others with anything?
Yeah, I told them about what Dorgosh said about where we were and how scared he is, how upset, and he seems genuinely concerned about making it out of here. And how he described them.
Okay. Then.
Yeah, it's a bad situation if you have enemies outside and then enemies with you. That's a bad thing. Yeah.
So, Durgosh will then turn to Sally once again. We cannot rest here. If that one's father, bastard, sent us here, there may be someone watching.
I'm with you, but now we've done this, we should take 10 minutes and get these three healed up a bit. Again, there's no point in half measures.
He looks at the three of you, draws one of his enchanted blades. He points at you, Dr. Ursprung. Do your work.
Okay. She'll do the same as before. So I'll start with Basil.
You want to hero point that?
Yeah, I'm going to try it. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's better. So that's 27 for Basil. And then Golag. 23. And then myself.
Now, can you treat everybody in the 10-minute period because of that ward medic thing, or?
Just check how many it is.
Great rolls, by the way.
Treat up to 8 targets.
8 targets, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason I was asking is...
Oh, hang on. No, that's if you're legendary. 4, I think I'm at.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
that's great.
so
that'll be all of you then, all that are injured. The reason I ask is to see whether Golag would have had an extra 10 minutes to refocus, to gain one focus point back, as you were asking about that before.
Yep.
I don't think you can do that while you're being administered treatment, but anything... while this is going on, would Basil, Sally, and Golag kindly give us perception checks? And while you're doing that, I need to find something. Where's my underground fang dragon? Where is he? I mean, I'm kidding. There's no underground fang dragon, guys.
They're called fang worms, then maybe.
Worms. Oh, speaking of which, I should just do a image search here. How'd everyone do?
31.
Pretty good. So, as I think because you're the one who notices this first, Sally, because you're not distracted. Tell me what you're doing, or tell us rather what you're doing while your allies are being healed or treated.
Well, given the warning, I'll be trying to scan to see if any of these critters that Dargush has been talking about might be around.
You incidentally can assume that you have your gauntlets with you, because he would have allowed you to bring those with you. Are there any other like items or magic items or tech items that you have with you, or that you had with you before?
I have a rope of climbing,
Yep, you can have that still.
a fearless sash, a coat pistol, and a dagger.
Yeah, all that stuff is still on you. We trust you with that. I'm sure they won't be ill-placed. His confidence in you. Give me a sec here. Need...
Rope of climbing may prove useful. Finally.
Rope of climbing may be...
Useful.
Oh, most definitely, yeah. Yeah. Basically forcing every campaign into the Underdark now. It's going to be a shock for the Traveler players, I tell you. Let's see. Okay. Let's get a health bar for Dorgosh. Gosh. There we go. Let's save. I'll put him up with you guys. I understand he's not part of the party, but... So, Sally, you are... so forgive me, I got distracted by the stuff you have on you. What did you say you were doing while he was treating? Keeping an eye out for...
keeping an eye out for these critters. So,
you're doing so, and there's a little bit of chatter going back and forth. Durgosh is sort of pacing... he's going to get you to keep an eye on them. He's going to go back out once again and begin kind of looking around. Golag, you do have an opportunity to share what you saw if you want to describe what's outside of the temple.
Yeah, I'll describe it. Yeah, we're clearly in inhospitable lands that has Durgosh on edge.
Anything more specific? Or
Well, I mean, I don't know if I just saw...
Yeah, what you saw is what you saw, what your character would have seen, if you want to...
Yeah. Looks like a maze down here. A maze of caverns and apparently hunting grounds for these creatures. So... certainly adds this is, and can Durgosh hear us? Where was Durgosh again right now?
Durgosh cannot hear you. He is or you're either able to use your message spell or you're able to talk low enough that it's not going to carry out there, at least ideally.
Yeah, I'll say clearly this was Father's plan. So we'll see if we'll see about surviving ourselves, and hopefully Durgosh is weakened in any engagements.
Okay. What you're feeling, Sally, so while you guys are talking, Sally, you're keeping an eye out, and what you feel, this place has a stillness to it and a scale to it that just makes everything feel, any sound feels augmented, feels unbelievable. It's wearing, this is not a great example, but it's wearing fucking hard-soled shoes walking through a marble-floored church. Every sound that is made here is just conspicuous and augmented. But other than the sounds you guys are creating, when there is a time where you go still, what you can hear is the sound of vast amounts of air moving because of how enormous this complex seems to be. You are in only one room right now, but it seems like this sprawls on for quite some time. You are a very comparatively small thing in a vast and empty area. Nothing seemingly living near here. Which means when you can feel... Yeah, Necron, exactly. Sally, you can feel rumbling at your feet. And it's not like an earthquake. It's a sensation that you can feel because you're so light on your feet and you're so attuned to your surroundings. Maybe that's what's triggered it. Something is rumbling its way through the stone floor here. I think if you look back, Basil, this is your 31 as well. You can tell that Sally has noticed something, and if you put your hand on the ground, you can feel it too. Something is trembling.
I think we need to get off the ground. And not make noise.
Let's see.
Maybe we get on these boxes.
Okay, yeah.
What do you wish to do?
Insulate us a little. Hop on the boxes.
You can hear then from outside of your room, Durgosh cries out. And there is a sound that is most certainly unnatural. It is... First, there is a screech that is unlike anything you've heard before. And then there is some... It is an exchange of sounds that might be a language, but it's certainly not a language any of you understand, and it is certainly not spoken in a manner that any of you have been exposed to such language before. Allow me to set something up here. So all of you are positioned on the box right now, the steamer trunk?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think... Yeah, unless someone's picking up Basil, I don't know if you would be able to fit all of you on there, necessarily, but...
What about in this image, there's these walls, are they actually a thing in the...
Yeah, you could like hop up and crawl yourself on top of those things, yeah.
Yeah, I'll lift Basil up onto one of the walls and climb up.
So you're going to blow him up? I mean, it seems a little extreme, but...
Sacrifices must be made.
Most definitely. All right, just making sure I've got something right here. Love it. Love it. All right, so Basil and Dr. Ursprung have hopped up on the edge there. What about Goldag and Sally? Are you two on the steamer trunk? Or were you planning on going elsewhere?
No, steamer trunk.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess steamer trunk.
Okay. So, what you then see is the stone in 4 different places seems to splinter. Spider webs go across it, and then they begin dancing like sand atop some kind of paper, with rhythmic sounds going through it. Dr. Ursprung, I believe that you may have seen this at one of the scientific exhibitions in Paridar, demonstrating the transmission of sound. And these things, they then liquefy, seemingly, where they just return to sand. And through each of them, something bursts its way up and makes that same sound you had heard outside, where now you can hear the clash of Durgosh's steel. And that thing looks like this. Four of them burst up from the surface, and then scampering out very quickly afterwards is something that looks like as if it's following behind in the tunnel. Looks like this. Guys, let's roll some initiative.
All right.
Let's see, I don't need to worry about erasing. And where is the Morthak? Put him up here. Okay, the Morthak has a 22, and this armored figure has a 24. All right. Let's go descending. Sally, you were up first. So assume these things are about one move away from you. There are two that are near. Let's do this. Maybe I'll sort of arrange your tokens roughly where you guys are with each other. So Basil and Dr. Ursprung, you've thrown yourself on top of here. Sally and Golag, you're in the center there. Two of these things have surfaced within a move of you two. And two of them have surfaced kind of about a move away from where you two are, Basil and Dr. Ursprung. Dr. Ursprung, would you give us a D6 roll, please? Okay. This one has surfaced behind the ones near the steamer trunk, sort of not near the wall. Sally, and this thing's hunched over, and that inhuman sound I mentioned, the language that is like chittering and spitting, it seems to be directed at you. 3 actions, what are you doing?
At me? That's a bit harsh. May I just remind myself of one stupid thing of a feat? Now, is there any way I can run past, even triggering anything, to get to this boss creature?
Remember, there's very few, if things have attacks of opportunity in this game, it will generally make sense in the fiction that they do. They'll be defensive, or they'll have, fucking shields and armor or whatnot. They'll be obviously things. So these things, which is a long way to say, these things likely don't have that kind of reaction.
Okay, but can I reach it if I can run past?
Yeah,
Or is it
definitely can, because he came
unrealistic to get to?
No, within one move, and you move faster than everyone else too. So I think you could do that. Okay,
so I'll go after the boss, the master.
Okay, I will tell you one thing though. Being a GM sometimes involves being a bit of a prick. These things don't have attacks of opportunity. However, their lack of eyes, as soon as you make noise and you hit that stone floor, the two of them turn towards you and trigger a reaction.
Okay. Now, but I will. The reason I'll just pop that one up.
Your guard is up, even while moving +4 against reaction. That's exactly what this is. Yeah. Perfect. See, like I knew that, and I wanted to justify your feat selection. So, yeah. So this thing, it. Oh, you know what? So yeah, one of them. I'm assuming you're going to be like moving, so you're only kind of getting close to one of them. One of them will be able to sort of claw out at you, and that's a 20 on the nose, 20. I take it that hit misses.
Not in the same zip code.
Okay, so yeah, this thing, you go racing past, and one of them kind of claws out at you, but you can see it moving, and as you're getting closer, you can see these things have no eyes. So, one action to get to this thing. Two more actions.
Right. Flurry of... I guess I need to get into my Tiger Stance. Forgot about all of that.
Okay.
And then I'll do my Flurry of Blows. So
got it.
let's go for that.
Getting into the stance, that doesn't trigger reactions, right? I don't think so.
Don't think so.
Okay. All right, that is a
hit.
solid hit with the first one. And I'm assuming you're flurrying, right?
Yep. So I'll do the second one. Oh,
Nice.
yes.
Go ahead and roll critical damage. Come on.
40.
Oh, look at this.
And
Wow.
then that goes, and I've still got the...
So you hit him, and like you can see that what appears to be like maybe or looks like carapace, it's actually armor of some kind. And you hit it, and some of those petals fall off of it. You hit him so hard, reels back, holding onto those sickles barely. Next up is Dr. Earthsprung. What are you doing?
So we haven't got any equipment at all, have we, at the moment?
You are currently
Sally has, but-
wielding a Yasaki, and I don't know if you've got proficiency in it.
Hang on, let me check. No.
No? Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. So these two that have come up near to me and Basil, are they like looking towards us? Do they look like they know
They're-
we're there, or they sort of
Snapping
sort of
around.
sniffing out?
Yeah, although, like, they have nostrils, so they're probably smelling as well, too. But again, they have no eyes.
So is there any sort of brick or piece of masonry or something I can pick up off this wall that's
Absolutely,
like
yep.
crumbling? I'm going to try and throw it away from the rest of the group to try and sort of like
Sure.
get them to
Yeah.
go towards it, basically.
Why don't you give us a athletics check?
Oh, Jesus.
Athletics or deception. I thought you probably were quite bad at deception, so with that
Not as
instead,
bad as I'm at athletics.
then give us a deception roll. Go ahead. So one action to pick up something, one action to toss it. You satisfied with that?
No, I'm going to try again.
Okay. Oh, everyone gets hero point at 132.
Okay.
So you go to do that, and
cool.
unfortunately, this stuff is so brittle. Like the pit that you were going to throw, you break off the larger piece of it, and it falls right at your feet. And they both kind of snap towards you. You have one more action.
But they're still a move away from us, aren't they?
They're still a move away from you. Yeah.
Okay, so I've probably drawn them towards us, but
You turn to Basil. You got this, and walk away.
how high up are we? I mean, are they going to be able to reach us? Do I think they're going to climb up?
These things are about the same size as you. So if you were able to get up there, there's a good chance they will as well.
Okay. I think I'm still going to stay up here just because I think it's sort of a better defended position for now. So I'm just going to, stand ready for them to
So
come
one thing you
towards
could
us.
do, if you want to make something of your last round, is seeing that they're seeming to reacting to sound, you could, for instance, spend an action to hide. Try and roll stealth.
Another one of my legendary skills. I'll try it. If nothing else, I might draw him away from Basil. So I'll give it a go. Yeah, as predicted.
What do you think we see?
So I think I sort of try and step along this wall, and my big clumsy feet just crumble some more of this stonework sort of around it, and it just topples down and makes more noise. And
okay, love it.
Looks awkwardly.
Then it is this thing's turn. It will kind of like flourish and like smash the sides together, so little sparks come out, and then it comes in to try and get you. Sally, 34.
Oh, that's a hit.
Not a crit though, right?
No.
Okay. Okay, so that is 4 points of damage. Sorry, 11 points of damage and 4 persisting bleed. This hacks on you and opens up a nasty cut. And its second action, let's see, will be to remind me not to wear a fucking cardigan in the summertime, because my God, is it warm in here. Holy shit. Fucking hell. It's, like I said, it's getting quite warm. It was actually kind of like not cold, but it was like 16 degrees earlier.
Oh, yeah. So
I was like, all right, nice, comfy. Get to wear a cardigan on the stream day. Nope.
Yeah. Nope.
Sweating like a... whatever. I want to say whore in church, but that's... I don't know. Let's see. Skills. I think he's going to try and do something kung fu-y as well. He... is going to try and trip you. Those claws on the legs lash out. Now, this is his second attack, so... what is your reflex bonus, Sally?
1 second. Reflex bonus. As in my saving throw, or...
yeah, your saving throw bonus.
It's 16.
16, okay, so it's 26 is your passive reflex. Or not passive, but your target reflex or whatever. Okay, so -5. All right, let's try it. 26 on the fucking nose. So he, after kind of follows through with that strike, spins around, and you didn't see his leg kind of kicks out because he's got that weird, like, cantilevered. It's not called cantilevered, but whatever the like backwards knee thing is. With insects, kicks your leg, and you're knocked out from underneath you. You fall to the ground, and then he's going to try and hit you with this a second strike, bring it down. This is minus. I don't think it's agile. 10, yeah. So he's probably not going to hit with this. 7. A 20 misses you, even if you're flat-footed.
Yep.
Okay, so you sort of roll to the side. You see the thing, he digs into the stone on the ground, and then he pulls it back, ready to face you more. And he's still chattering away in whatever language he speaks. Golag, what are you doing?
Let's see.
So I'll put the...
just for my plotting here, I'm thinking probably none of my compatriots are within 10 feet of me. Is that correct?
Yes, and remember, you have not regained any spell slots from the time of that last fight, but none of your allies... no, Sally's moved away 10 feet, and the others are on the store. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because I have a protection situation, but I will save that. I am going to hurl a piece of masonry at one of my These are the closest, right? These are the ones that are
The ones closest to you are on the left. The ones closest to
left.
Basil, so I put them like kind of underneath the.
Oh, gotcha.
Rawr,
Gotcha.
there. I'll even animate it for you. Watch this here. Rawr,
Whoa.
rawr,
No
Rawr.
expense spared.
rawr, rawr. ILM, look out.
I will to the nearest. I'm going to hurl a piece.
Okay.
And let me get
right
that
ahead.
here.
Actually, and James, if you wouldn't mind looking up how bleed works in remaster in the interim, so I can't. I think it's that you take the
do
damage at the
have
start
it,
of the
I
round.
think.
It'll be in the compendium. I think you guys should all have access to the compendium, right?
Hang on, I think I got the rules in a
Oh, great.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a crit.
In a bundle.
Nice.
So look at this. So here we go. Boom! You still have one more action, Golag.
I am going to. I think it's the first time I've used it. Going to throw up a shield cantrip.
Very nice. Oh, it's not the first time you've used it, because I remember you've used it before,
Okay.
but I don't remember what it looks like. What does your shield look like?
It's probably a little. I think it goes like an inky, like it folds out into kind of a shieldy size. It goes, kind of drippy, a shadowy drip of into a shield. It's sort of a
Shadowy Drip was my nickname in high school in my goth phase.
Yeah.
So
yeah. We all had that we still have that T-shirt. Holes.
yeah. No joke. I have a T-shirt that is. It's because I think it's such a funny joke. It has the image from Joy Division's Unknown Pleasures, and then it says Depeche Mode at the top, and it says at the bottom, "Boys Don't Cry." So it just like,
Covers everything.
It's the most insufferable joke shirt I own. I just love it. Okay, so go like so. Yeah, you smash one of these things, like splintering some of its fangs. And then the shield goes up. But that verbal sound, they snap towards it as well. Then it is the Morthak's turn. All right, so one that you hurt is going to... How about I just bring up the book to me instead of leaning over like a dumbass? It's like eating from a buffet with your mouth instead of just putting it on a plate. Come on. Come on. We're trying to have a society here, Madison. This thing actually, you can see a little bit from the illustration, there's like weird reverberations that are coming from its claws. And it's sort of like a dolphin plunges into the very rock and then goes underneath and rises up next to you. And very much like a dolphin, will use its fang jaws to try and attack you for absolutely no reason. That's what dolphins do, I think.
Usually.
That is a 24 versus your AC.
Alas, let's see. I think I'm a 22 plus 1 with the shield, so it should hit me.
Then what you can do
22
is,
plus 4.
do you want to use your reaction to interpose the shield and reduce that damage by 5?
I would, and I think it doesn't. Oh, it does show. I think it should be heightened once, so I think it's it's
10 by 10.
So it's 10 total.
That's
10 total.
awesome. Okay, so I think once you use shield block, it ends regardless.
Yeah,
but it does
It's over.
potentially. Yeah, that actually might be 0 damage. So let me just
Sweet.
take a look here. All right, and here we go. Here we go. That is so it would be 14 piercing damage. You only take 4.
Nice. Okay.
And then it will claw. Yeah, it'll claw you once again. That is a 25.
That's a hit.
That's a hit as well. Okay. You take 9 slashing damage. And you take 4 sonic damage.
Okay.
So, which is to say, I think you get like little tiny. Oh, that's White Castle. It's little tiny burgers. All right, then that's just for you, Sean. Look, we don't have Sonic up here either. So
Okay. Yeah.
all right, then the other one is going to try and snip on Sally here. So it does the same thing. Passes through Earth, comes up on you, Sally. This is the one that clawed at you before. A 15, I take it, doesn't hit.
Nope.
What about a 25?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm
minus-
flat-footed then.
Yeah, -2.
-2. Then that would hit.
That's just enough? Okay, so then you take 9 slashing and 6 sonic. And that's its turn. The blind one, the other two are going to use their first actions to try and shoot a screech at Dr. Ursprung. A 12, I take it, does not hit.
No.
I take it a 21 doesn't hit?
No.
Nice. Okay, so then the other ones, let me grab a second dice here. Neither of those are hitting, and they might as well go with the full Dumare here. All right, and then the final one doesn't hit either. So they're just sending pulses, and what you're seeing is that bits of the masonry here, where it hits, where their pulse hits, there's like a circular impression. It would have hurt quite a bit if it hit. Basil, they did not attack you because you have not moved yet.
Yeah, so I would just take an action to spot something which, when hit with a stone, would make a louder noise. Like maybe there's something.
Absolutely.
That seems like
tons of things. This is a ruin replete with the standard issue, rock detritus. So, what would you like to do?
Yeah. Yeah, and then I would try to carefully take one of the pieces of rock and throw it at exactly that point to make a louder noise. So.
Go ahead. Deception or athletics, your dealer's choice.
Yeah, so I would use, I think, deception. That's more like it. So this is deception. Let's see how this works out. 26.
The two of them look over at wherever you shot, and that seems to have their attention. So long as nothing draws their attention once again.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. Sally, you're up. You're prone. What are you doing?
I will get up.
Okay. You don't have any, kip to your feet or ability, right?
No.
Okay.
Sadly not.
Okay.
So that's one. Then I think I better try and take this. There are lots of things I'd like to do, but I better take this thing down.
Which thing are we talking about?
The boss creature.
Which creature?
The one which I'm guessing is the boss that I attacked.
Oh, the
first.
boss creature. You got it. Yeah.
So I will try and smack him.
Let's see.
Come on.
24 is... Hold on, I want to make sure he doesn't have a reflex. That is just enough to hit him, so that is 16. I'm assuming you're flurrying right now, right?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, flurry.
I think, unless you say otherwise, I'm always going to assume.
Shall we go for critical damage again?
Come on.
Oh, I think we should.
So that is reducing him down. Those listening at home can see I'm not bullshitting on this. That is what's left. You have one more action. This is your time to redeem yourself, Sally.
Let's try and...
Attack number 3. You want to hero point that? You're sitting on 3, right?
Yeah, let's do that one.
So that is a miss. Then it is Dr. Ursprung's turn. What are you doing?
So Basil's distracted these two that are near us.
Yeah.
I can see that they're definitely drawn or at least looking towards those whatever he's done. Yeah, it's a good question. I'm not sure I want to really do anything other than try and keep him distracted. I think I'm just going to look for some more ammo, but not actually throw it. So I'm just going to try and pick something up ready for next turn.
Sure. Your bleed, right. How does that work then, James?
Well, not 100% clear.
Oh, okay.
To be honest. Let me show it to you.
Oh, sure.
First of all, it continues till I'm 100% healed, but there is also
You do a flat check each round.
Yeah,
when you get 15 and more, it stops.
there is that, absolutely, but then I'm confused about this other bit. So let me put that one in chat.
Okay.
So that one's fine.
Yeah.
Clear enough. But then when we go to 445,
Yep.
and I'm not sure as this is referring to another.
Persistent damage.
Sorry, going between multiple screens.
Okay. Yeah, so if you spend 2 actions, if you do nothing, if you take 2 actions to try and staunch the bleeding, you can reduce the flat check down to a 5 or higher.
Okay.
Okay, so you take 4 more damage then from the bleed, and then give us a flat d20.
Roll. For the moment, I'm not doing it.
You just threw a dice at my head. First day back from vacation is always tough. So that is.
Oh, that wasn't a success.
I mean, technically it's a d20, so you could roll a hero point or spend a hero point if you want to re-roll that.
He rolled a 5 already, so I mean he can roll again, but
It's 15 or higher, isn't it?
yeah, but his result was 5. I don't know if you see the die roll.
Yeah. So I failed.
So
I
he
think it's
failed Ingolf. He needs to roll 15
Yeah.
or higher. So if he wants to spend a hero point, he can re-roll and try and get a success.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, whose side are you on here?
No. Yeah. Whatever. Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. It's only like 4 points of damage. So
Yeah, I'll just leave it. I think this.
okay, it looks cool. So and
looks
it'll
cool.
probably scar. Dr. Ursprung. So sorry. Is there anything you'd like to do?
No, I was just picking up this masonry or spending my turn, finding something suitable. So if these creatures start to home in on us or the others, again, we can throw and try and distract them.
So I think if you're actively trying to not draw their attention, you do need to take a hide check then, because you're trying to remain silent while you're doing stuff.
So stealth.
Check, yeah. Hide action. Sorry.
Oh, here we go. This will probably. Oh, look at that.
Nice. Beautiful.
Oh,
You learned. All right. Then this guy chitters something at you, Sally, as his free action, scampers to one of those holes and dives down in. You then hear a piercing whistling sound that comes up from underneath there. Goldag.
I am going to. Debating on that whistling sound. Does that change my? I'll go ahead and I'm gonna throw another piece of masonry at this vile hound. Of
Does
a
that
different
cantrip
realm.
have a verbal component?
Probably. Let's see.
I think it's usually verbal.
It does somatic and verbal.
Okay, so it does trigger a reaction then from these things because the sound of you casting that. But I don't think it hits. 17 AC.
It does not hit.
Okay, so as you start making that sound, almost like a instinctive reaction in response to that, it lashes out at you it misses you, so you can go ahead and make your attack now.
Okay.
Holy smokes. That outright kills this thing. It hits it so
Nice.
hard in the head, it just knocks it on the ground, and it remains still. And its claws finally stop vibrating. You
Okay.
one more action.
I'm going to cast Life Boost on myself.
Okay. Love it. So then end of round, you'll get 8 points back.
8. Yeah.
Love
cool.
it.
I think it's it.
Each of these things...
Into my turn or into the round? Do you know?
End of the round. End of the round is your healing. Beginning of the round is when you take damage from things. So with that whistle being heard, each of these things dives back down beneath the stone as if it was not substantial at all, leaving only that one cadaver behind. Dolphin-like, one might say.
Indeed.
Because dolphins are known to leave cadavers behind. Then, Basil, what are you doing?
I'm not sure. I would just spend my action carefully examining whether they're coming back or not.
Give us a perception check, please.
Not that they are hiding underground and preparing for their next attack or something like that.
That's a good... Hold on, let me write that down. Go underground.
23.
Satisfied with that?
Yeah.
Okay. You can feel through the wall, because like the big slab of stone is a pretty good transmitter of vibration. It feels to you like it's getting less. The other thing you notice, because you've been caught in this thing, there's no sound coming from where Durgosh went. You have 2 more actions.
Okay, and then I'm probably hop off the wall and move in his direction.
Okay. Miss Dumer,
I will
4 points of damage.
run. I will. Yep.
That's the end of the round, right? I should take my healing at this time. Is that the top of the round here with Sally?
No, you take it at the top of your round.
Oh, okay. My turn. Kind of thing.
Like
got
whenever
it.
it's whoever is affected by the spell.
Gotcha.
And you get the healing at the end of the turn, not the top of the turn. I think.
Okay.
Its damage is usually at the top of the turn. Healing is usually at the end of the turn.
All right.
There we are. So my bleeding stopped.
But that's at the end.
I will-
But that's at the end of your turn. You make that check.
Oh, right. I thought that was what
That's
I was,
okay.
oh,
So
okay.
we know it'll be.
Yep.
You took your 4 points of
It'll
damage.
be
We
done.
know it'll be
I took
done.
the 4 points.
Yeah, if it
Yep.
sounds like you're not taking 2 actions, the only thing that would matter with your actions would be if you are taking 2 to try and improve the flat check.
All right. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
wasn't going to. I'm going to trot across to Basil and give him my coat pistol.
Okay.
And does anyone want my dagger? Can anyone use it?
Yeah, I could, but I also got your pistol. I mean,
I can use it, but I don't think it's actually any better than just an
Oh, well.
unarmored fist. But
It's there. If anyone wants one, I've got the dagger.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But then you've got the pistol,
Doctor.
and my bleeding stopped.
Nice. Doctor.
I think I will jump down and follow after Basil.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I think what we can do is we can drop, unless anyone is, I'll leave this cadaver here so you guys are aware of it. Because that's what a dolphin would do. But if you have anything, Golag, you have another 3 rounds of healing. So feel free to add 24 to your total as that works its process out. And then we'll remove everyone's initiative tracker here.
yeah.
And I shall go find Durgosh.
Okay.
Check he's okay.
And let
Or
me...
feign that I give a shit.
Right.
Sorry, Ingolf, you had something?
Yeah. I'm just confused. Have I been hit or have I not? I think I should be at 60 something or close to 60.
You're at
I
60.
was healed
I see you at
If you
61
can-
right now.
Okay, no, the token doesn't update on my screen. Yeah, okay, I know this common bug. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, here, I'll just, I'm going to be bringing you guys over to a new screen.
No,
in a
no,
second.
I see it on the character sheet. It's
Oh,
just
do you?
the
Okay.
token then.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It should. It's just that weird, got to hit the side of the jukebox thing. All right, let me bring you over here, guys, and I think I'll tile you down the side on this. So it'll look like you guys are guest starring in an issue of Justice League in around 1960 or 1977.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's very cool. I 100% agree. I was a mark for many of those issues as a result of look at all the people who are in this. Oh my God. As you reach the exit to the temple, this is what you see before you. A vast and sprawling cavern with ruins within. And no sign of Durgosh. There is ample amounts of blood. There are clear places on the ground where the masonry and stone have been disrupted in the same way that it was when those things came out of the surface for you. But no sign of him.
Curious.
Yeah. Let's not grieve too much, but open the chest.
Certainly.
Sounds like a good idea.
If you head back inside, who would like to open the trap chest? I mean, the chest.
Yeah, I think I would be the person.
Okay.
10-foot pole in full.
No, I have actually a feat guarding me against failure with disarming
Nice.
traps. So,
I like the idea of the tools on the end of it. My cousin used to describe drawing on a computer with a mouse like drawing with a pencil on the end of a hockey stick. Which is both, I think, kind of funny and also probably the most Canadian thing I could say today.
Yeah. Canadian content.
Yep, there you go. Boom, CRTC, give us our money. Go ahead and give us a thievery check, please, Basil.
okay, so this is a 23. I guess this might not be enough, and I would spend a hero point
Okay.
because I don't think that this will be so easy to disarm. But then again, I hope you're staying far away. So let's try again. Oh no, it's even worse.
Okay. So you are able to unlock this lock. And as far as you can tell, there are no traps that have been triggered.
Damn it. Yeah. So,
Would you like to open the steamer trunk?
yeah. Warily. Yeah.
Then if you're going to open the steamer trunk, I just have a very brief release I'd like you to sign So you throw the trunk open. As far as you can tell, nothing has happened here either.
Okay.
Within, there are a couple of things. This is a pretty big, I described it as a chest before because it's not just like a small little thing. This would have been a quite substantial pain in the ass to transport. What you find within that will be of interest to you. Each of your weapons, whether it's your hammer, whether it's your pistol, whatever, is within there. There are only 10 shots with each weapon. We normally don't bother tracking ammo, but in this place, there will be, that may be an issue. There is also the broken remains of Igor Mark, whatever was just broken. There is also the statue-like form folded so as to fit in here, of Sepulcher. He is as still as what Igor is, though he is in one piece. stripped of all clothing and any other things that would signify a personality and anything beyond being a tool or an automaton. There is also the box that you saw before, Sally, that used to hold the obsidian blooms.
Let's have a look to see if what's in those. In that box.
All obsidian blooms are gone.
Oops.
You search for the secret compartment where the potions are concealed. All the potions are gone.
Curses.
What do you guys do?
I think I would start to look over Sepulchre, because he is that part of it's almost a machine, isn't it?
It's a machine the same way that Dr. Risewell is a machine. So he's an automaton with a soul, recognized by the Church of the Heavenly Host as having had one. He is not... He's still like as if he's the automaton equivalent of a cadaver, seemingly. Give us I'll
look it over.
Crafting or medicine, either of those would be appropriate.
I'll go with crafting. It seems more appropriate. Oh, I'm going to re-roll that. That's terrible for him.
Okay. What you can tell, the body, the body itself is still fully intact, but you can see that there are marrings or markings that have been carved onto it, as if you were like etching onto steel or something like that. With what you know of automatons, that would have been a very painful process. They do not have nerve endings, but they feel pain and sensation the same way that most living things do. I can't remember, you trained in occultism?
Yeah.
Give us an occultism check too, please.
Okay.
This difficulty is not going to be too hard, and you rolled quite well. If you were to guess, these markings are effectively a means of enforcing an exorcism. So not someone, it must have been Durgosh, effected an exorcism to drive out the spirit from Sepulchre. And it appears that by doing so, it drove out not only Ducard, the spirit that was there, but also his soul.
So it's just a body now.
It's the automaton equivalent of a soulless cadaver.
If you remove the marks, Dr. Ersprung, would it have an effect?
Well, I think they've been separated. They've gone their separate ways. I think that's my understanding, that it's not dormant, it's actually gone.
Unless what Golag, and maybe I'm stepping ahead of you. What were you going to say, Sean? Sorry, but
well, if the marks are, if as you say, enforcing it, if these maybe it will be drawn back to this vehicle, if the marks are removed that enforce the it's what you call it, exorcism.
Yeah, is it a permanent thing or can it be reversed, I guess?
I mean, the fact those marks are there to enforce it would seem to indicate that it's needed, and therefore that it might be pulled back into this vessel.
Yeah.
If you remove the marks, is the inference, it would seem, by what you tell us.
You guys would know that, and this is part of when you were hiring Sepulchre. Sepulchre is a unique being. There is nothing like him, where he's a haunted automaton. like exorcising a spirit from a house or an unquiet grave or something like that, this seems to be what they've done here, is drive him out. The question is, where did the spirit go? You know, whether that means that they both went on to the afterlife, which sometimes happens with exorcisms, or whether it somehow captured it. The fact that Durgosh is a gifted necromancer who seems adept with spectral undead as well as corporeal undead, he may have it trapped somewhere. So in answer to the question, yeah, if these things were removed or those things were gone, it may go back in, but there's one problem, is knowing whether the soul is passed on or whether the soul is trapped somewhere. The second issue is, where are you? Can the soul reach you?
I was going to say we'd probably have to be back in Paridar to attempt it, maybe. Unless, I mean, there's nothing noticeable within this case, like a bottled wisp type, you know, whatever it would look like, something bottled in some special container.
I think without having to roll, any of you trained in occultism would know that, like, you can bind spirits, because spirits aren't, you know, they're not corporeal things. You don't necessarily need a large container. All sorts of spirits can be bound to little fetishes or things like that. So it may very well be something that Durgosh has on him.
Like a chain or some sort of trinket
amulet,
or anything.
A ring.
Yeah.
If you're able to remove the markings, perhaps there's no downside to doing so. Meaning that if by chance the opportunity comes up, you know, just impromptu, without us even knowing that a situation has changed, that would enable the spirit to immediately re-inhabit. If you don't think there's a downside to doing so, and you're able to remove the markings.
So, yeah, is that a sort of necromancer type operation to sort of undo these runes, or?
It would be a combination. Yeah, like, if you wish, I mean, you can buff them out effectively if you had access to time and tools. If you're concerned about unbinding whatever, cleanly unbinding it, then it's going to involve occultism. But fortunately, you're trained in those things. Like, if there's anybody who is equipped now to do this type of thing, it's probably you.
And how long do I think it would take to even attempt such a thing?
It's going to take quite a while.
Yeah.
One thing that is not within the chest, there is no food there.
And there ain't tools that I'd need to sort of
whatever your regular tools that you would carry on you, I think are there. Like whatever your equivalent of doctor's
most
kit.
of them are within Igor, so if all his bits have been gathered up with him, they're probably inside him still.
Yep.
In various forms. Okay.
Then you have had a chance to look through to see what you've got in there. You know where you are. You do have one creature that's here, so I guess you do have one potential source of food.
Well, that dagger, Sally, you're
absolutely right, girl. Like, get to it.
It's good being management.
Yep. I always admire the way you lead from the front. Here it is. Here's the knife.
If only I wasn't all thumbs, I'm more magical.
Who's got training in survival?
Me. So I have, and no one else? That can't be true.
No.
Yeah.
Is this something we have to tell? No. I had a feeling you were. Because here's the thing, this is not Golag's first time here.
Well,
I don't mean here necessarily, but like...
And this is, and how can you supervise if you don't have training? That's what I would ask.
You got to know what everyone's job is on set in order to be.
This is your cuisine, Golag.
So, collecting your stuff from here such that it is able to be recovered. There is no, I'm assuming some of you are keeping watch for further sounds or tremors. There is nothing. There is only this terrible stillness that remains in this vast complex. What are you guys going to do?
Well, perhaps you and me, Basil. We need to make something of this corpse.
Yeah. Okay, and then we need. I mean, if after having done that, the only way out seems to be upwards, isn't it?
Yes. Durgosh seemed to indicate that he would know better than us at this point, and he suggested that.
Okay.
Curious his disappearance. Too much to hope for his demise.
Okay.
There's an
So
orcish
we'll-
name for that that cliff that you guys were on there as well. It's called Reichenbach Falls.
Oh yeah, that is.
Well, I was very relieved. I plan on killing him, not not some bug.
So then, guys, I believe that brings us to the end of our session. It brings us to the end of the Queen of the Veiled Sun mystery. And it brings you guys to, I believe, level 9.
Ooh.
Once you complete a complete evening's rest, you will be able to enjoy your full level 9 abilities. And then we will be starting your next mystery. Survive the Veiled Sun. So, guys, I'm going to bring us back to our main screen here. I'll get rid of that because you guys have had that. You guys didn't think to eat that sandwich that was left behind for you, right? You didn't do something foolish like feed it to a rat, did you?
Yeah, we did, and it's not foolish. It's always good to give the rats. I mean,
Basil's going to be reminding of that as you guys are down to, limited rations. Then, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for today's session. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. There's also a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server where all of us are active, and we have a channel there dedicated to the Spires of Paridar campaign, as well as most of the other campaigns and games we run on the channel. There is, not in addition to the Spires of Paridar channel, Find a Group, GM discussion, virtual tabletop chat, video game chat. There's a ton of helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable people over there. You are more than welcome to join us. There's also a link down below to the Dungeon Musings. Oh, I'm cutting the loop, guys. There's also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have an incredible selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. Like, for instance, wow, Fantasy Craft. If they do not have in stock something you're looking for, you can put it on a want list and they'll send you an email when it comes in. And if you make a purchase of $10 or more through their website, be sure to enter the code NOBLEMUSER, all caps, all one word. It's in the description of the video. That'll save you 10% on any purchase of $10 or more. And that'll change as of October 15, 2025. That's when we'll have a new discount code. If you're listening to this after that time, come back to one of our more recent videos. You'll see what the current discount code is there. The last thing I will say is a huge thank you and congratulations to our stalwart illuminators. So Darren, James, Ingolf, and Sean, thank you so much for playing today, and congratulations on reaching level 9. That is 5th level spells for some of our heroes. So pretty cool. For those listening at home, once again, thank you so much for joining us. We hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our heroes are encountering as they are simply trying to, what are we trying to do today? Undermine the schemes of a madman, I guess? Or a tyrant?
Yes.
And then,
a sun slayer, not to be confused with the Sun King.
That's just true. Exactly. Yes. Take that, Louis. Then we'll be back in 2 weeks' time. But until then, for those listening at home, thank you again. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.